And we're back. I think. Yes. Okay, we're back.
Yay.
Alright. Honestly, I needed that break. I've been talking non-stop for well over 2 hours at this point, and my voice is not keeping up.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting closer to the end of it. Okay, so I was just saying, like, the Go for Gold 4 and Joyride 3 don't need to discuss too much because we've already talked about Go for Golf. Joyride 3 is just kind of hard. Just try not to go too fast over hills and try not to go too fast through corners. Yeah, it's the Joyride 4 and 3 are both just pretty hard. You just have to be pretty careful. Like here you can see, for example, a very sharp turn all of a sudden.
Is there only a skip for Joyride 2?
There is one for Joyride 3, but we never go for it because it's extremely inconsistent and extremely costly if you don't go for it. So as far as the red we're concerned, there's only a skip on Joyride 2. Then we get to items for Joey. So you have to talk to Joey again. I think I get the bike here actually, but the route I explained, you get it earlier. But this is a good backup time if you forgot to get the bike earlier. And then Joey will give you a mission to collect a couple of items for him, which will all be in Grizzly Gulch. Now you will also get the key for Grizzly Gulch at this point, but we don't actually open the gate. There's a trick we can do to get to it. This is one of, I think, only 2 bike tricks that I'm teaching you throughout this run. Yeah, the reverse log jump. I fuck up here. I go to the other side of that bridge, and then here, go for the jump here. So, I fuck it up here too. It doesn't matter there if you fuck it up once or twice. I should open a map here. Just want to explain how you do that jump because it's not so obvious, maybe. Give me a second while I move there. And try not to fuck up a reverse log jump this time. Got it. So yeah. Again, you get here, do the quick turn with the page up. What you want to do is you want to move to that corner, and then once you get there, you hold page up, and then you spam space and right control. Right control is just another jump button. You have 2 of them for some reason. But pressing them both at the same time, if you get the timing perfectly, you will do what we call a super jump, which is this. That's super inconsistent, which is why I recommend to just keep spamming both of them, because what will happen is you get an extra jump out of it, and very often that's how you get up there. Because you can just jump up the wall there a little bit. This one might be good to practice a couple of times. You will have to do this during Bike Race 5 as well. So, very important to get down. And the side of the bridge, it just has a very long hitbox there. So you don't need to worry too much about jumping all the way over the bridge. You will get stopped by the fence here. And then I think it's you'll be okay to try to do this as well. Again, hold page down and then press space and control at the same time, and just keep mashing until you go up that hill. This, for some reason, is one of the easier super jumps to get down. I don't know what makes it easier, but it just kind of is. And even if you don't get it, you can jump up the rock. The items are like, there's one here, there's like 2 over here. Make sure you get both of them. Sometimes the bike is a little bit weird and you will just like cycle over them and not pick them up. Just get off the bike and grab them, or just reverse on the bike. Whatever you need to do to grab them again. It's very annoying, but not a big deal. And then there's one more item right around here that you need to get. So I think that's what I end up doing here as well. 1, 2. Oh, there's only one item there, right? Yeah, okay, so I missed the item here. Go back to get it. And then here, you see the hitbox just doesn't work sometimes. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
But then I cycle over it again and get it. And then you can just drive off the bridge there again and go to Joey to give him his precious junk. Next up is Bike Race 4. Bike Race 4 is also an interesting one because it has a shortcut. So again, I think I will show this one just in game. Redays is asking if you're winning, and the answer is absolutely yes. We'll see. I have no idea how much Yoru is going to commit, or what kind of tricks Wazip has up his sleeve with coaching, but I am confident. Okay, so in this bike race, I think I can recommend at the start backing up and then try going for a super jump this way. So again, hold page down and then space and right control at the same time. There's a good chance that you don't get the super jump. If that's the case, just crash the bike. So here you can crash and you will respawn on top. I recommend only doing this during the first lap and not during the second lap. During the second lap you can just go over. Then the real shortcut. Oops. You get over here, you turn around, and you go all the way back. All the way back to here, and then you turn around. Then you turn back to the finish. And you do that again for the second lap. So for a second lap, go past the finish, go over the bridge, I think it's a good idea here, if you're going to fall down here, hold page up or page down a little bit beforehand. That will just help make sure that you don't fall there. Because if you fall at any point here, if you fall in the water, if you make any such mistake, you will respawn all the way back over here. You have to go do the entire lap again. And we want to avoid that. Yeah, I can't finish first here anymore. but you can see how taking the shortcut there is faster than going all the way around Grizzly Gulch. I find this one of the scarier missions just because if you fuck up, there's a good chance that you lose the race. So this one may be worth practicing a number of times. But it should be doable, and even if you fuck up during the race, entirely possible. It's not the end of the world. It happens sometimes. Afterwards we have stomping. I don't have a split for stomping. If you think it's helpful to remember where to go, you can add a split for stomping in the splits that I will send you.
Also, Gris in chat, there's a reason I chose Irratix.
I'm flattered. Yeah, I honestly, like, after the race, I'm so curious to like look back on the coaching that Wasip has given. I'm so curious how he's gonna differ from my coaching.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so after the bike race, we go stomping. I always forget that this is here. I don't know why I never bothered to add a split for it. Maybe I will just do that right away, actually. I will add a split for you, because otherwise there's a good chance for just kind of forget during the run. And we don't want that. And it splits. Hello? Don't crash. Yeah. Miles is going to be here. Probably best to like ride over the grass. That's a little bit easier. And then I wonder if I pick up a flower here. I do. Okay. I'm going to quickly add the split before I continue.
Okay.
This is the right spot, right? Yeah. Okay. He's gonna ask you to stomp the leaks. The reason why I pick up the flower is just that it makes the animation skips for it a lot easier. Oh yeah, the race is 24th time. It'll be in the evening for us probably. So probably around like 8 p.m. Central European summertime, wherever that is, whatever time that is for you. That's not fixed yet. It might be a couple hours off, but we'll probably announce it in the barn card or in Wasip stream or my stream at some point. So yeah, the first of the leaks was right next to Miles. That wasn't hard to miss. The other ones you have to know where they are, but the pattern they have pretty easy to remember. They're just like following the left wall around the barnyard, basically.
So the Miles one is so hard to miss that I missed it the first time.
Okay, that I mean, I assume at that point you didn't know what the mission was supposed to be.
Yeah, because I thought the one near him was just an example. Like, here's what it's supposed to look like. Go find them.
Oh, I see. I can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's they're around the walls of the barn. You don't need to pick up the flower. You can just do the animation skip for the stomping. But the flower just kind of makes it easier. And it doesn't cost a lot of time to get the flower. So I recommend just grabbing it. There will be another stomping mission where I think the nearest flower is a little bit farther away. So there we just recommend actually trying to perform the animation skip for each go. Also, crashing the bike here is fast. I don't recommend doing it. Just step off the bike and make sure you're far enough away from the leak. If you're too close to the leak, then you cannot stomp it without getting back on the bike. Which is why it was a mistake here to try to crash. So, don't play fancy. Made a typo in my own chat. Yeah, also, for some reason, after this mission, you spawn back to Miles, even though your bike is all the way over there. But luckily, there's a spawn spot here for the bike, so you can get it right away. Next up, chicken launcher. I don't think I need to explain that. Chasing chicks. Again, just get a whole bunch of points. We have only recently found out it's possible to get the Owazi spin on all 3 of the Jersey cows simultaneously, but that was quite an impressive feat by Wazip. I just don't try it. Don't try it unless you know for sure you're gonna win the mission. And again, you can exit the Chasing Chicks one, the Chasing Chicks mission, once you see Archie dancing. I also tend to stun the Jersey cows towards the end of the mission if I know I'm ahead. Just because then I make sure that they're not throwing a chick while I'm hoping for the mission to end, because otherwise I have to wait for the chick to enter the coop. So that's sometimes just a little bit of a precaution, and then wait until you're dancing and exit early. Joyride 4, not much to say about, just not very easy. Be safe about it. Veggie Defense 3, this was the hard one, so you know what to do. It's just make sure you don't get stuck in a tomato loop. Then Bike Race 5. So this is the last and the hardest of all the bike races. And there's a couple of tricks you need to know about. First one is fairly early on. That jump up that hill isn't very hard. You can just do that. Sometimes you miss it, but doesn't matter. Here, you want to cling on to the left wall here, and then you should you see this bin. Once you're past that, if you've clinged through to the wall, you can jump and crash, and what will happen is you will spawn on the other side, and that skips a small portion of the map. Then we have some hard stamina management here. Don't underestimate Bike Race 5 just because you got the better bike. The stamina management is still hard. So make sure you practice stamina management enough. And then the next trick is once again this Grizzly Gulch jump. I fuck it up again here, because that's just what I'm like apparently. And then it's gonna say wrong way, but we're doing a shortcut again, just like in Bike Race 4. Go up until this pile of rocks, or if you want to be really safe about it, go up until you're about next to the bin. But I always go for that pile of rocks. And then turn around. And you should be in first place. if you don't see you're in first place, then you've probably fucked it up and you need to go a little bit further. I always do the Ben's Hill jump here. You can try it a couple of times in practice. If you don't get it consistently, just go over the path. If you get it, it saves a decent amount of time, but I'm not very consistent about it, but I feel like other people are better at it than I am, so I think I'm just bad at this specific trick. But yeah, if you figure out you're bad at that jump, you don't need to go for it, but it does save like 10 seconds, I think, probably less. And that's already the last notes I have for chapter 6, and the other 3 chapters are all fairly short. Just another front 9. You know how to do front 9. Then you have to sleep and do tease the beaties. So this is back at the beatie farm again. And Otis will give you like 2 missions in a row. So you will have to do tease the beaties. I don't think I need to explain too much. Just pay attention. Make sure you don't get caught by Mr. Beatie. I think you have to go up to 200 points here, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even remember for sure. Yeah, 200. Yeah, just play it carefully. No need to rush too much. And then you immediately have to talk with Otis again. So I think you will see me try to step forward here to make sure I'm within Otis's reach and not within the bike's reach. And then we have the most fun mission of the game. My only tip for this entire chapter is don't fall asleep. I say that because this was the first tip that Wasip ever gave me during a run, or during his first coaching session. Don't fall asleep during this mission. It's just so fucking boring. But you have to make sure you don't get close to the kids or get too far away. If you do, it's a huge time loss, and you cannot afford that this late into the run unless you're super far ahead. And then once you're done getting the following the kids, you just have the same route as Jorad 1, except this time you don't have the Jersey cows to catch up with you. So this is fairly easy. And then we get the hardest golf mission, back 9, but with a limited amount of shots. I think realistically the only one you're gonna fail is possibly hole 18. But it's yeah, that can just happen sometimes, but if you've practiced it a little bit, it probably won't happen. You will probably be fine. Yeah, that's the back 9. Was busy in chat, but not watching. And then, yeah, you have to sleep and then do the last Coop Defender mission with the coyotes. Again, not very hard. You just squirt them and they run away. And then we're on to chapter 8, which I think is only 2 missions long. It's stomping and cow tipping 2. So stomping, you go here and yeah, you don't pick up a flower this time. So they're just not very conveniently placed, I think. And you follow the outer wall of the dandelion meadow to find the leak spots. Again, you need to know where they are. I forgot to mention one thing after Bike Race 5, actually. So I need to go back a little bit. Yeah, here you you do spawn back where you were, so don't crash the bike and let it fly too far away like I did. I need to go back to bike race 5. Because after bike race 5, well, before bike race 5, they're always the Jersey cows are always standing at the corner of Dandelion Meadow, right? And right next to it is a gate. Before bike race 5, you should open that gate, and then you should go for golf through this path.
Okay.
That's just a little bit faster. I forget it sometimes. If you forget it too, it's not a big deal, but if you do remember it, it's a little bit of time save. Yeah, we just had stomping again. After stomping, we get to the second to last mission of the game, which is once again cow tipping, but this time with raccoons. With the raccoons, you should not go for the crates. The first 3 spawn spots are the same. They're just middle, right, and then behind the shed. And again, afterwards, they don't spawn on the right side. The crates are just not worth going for here. I lost a whole bunch of time in this run going for the crates. But like, the raccoons only take 1 shot to run away. So you don't really get a lot of out of the auto tomato or the mega tomato. So don't waste your time going for the crates. And I think that's about all you need to know for cow tipping 2. After cow tipping 2, when you finish the mission, you're going to go into chapter 9. It will say save successful, and you will quit the game. And make sure you load back up the save that you are using. Typically, this is why I recommend just using the topmost save file, because that makes the menuing the simplest. Make sure you remember which save you're using, so you can load back in. The reason we do this is loading back in spawns you right at the sleeping spot, and that's right about where you need to be. And that's just faster than traveling back. And then we have Coyote Showdown. Coyote Showdown, I'm afraid this is where Yoru is going to have an advantage, because Wazib just understands this mission a whole lot better than I do. Yeah. And I just don't have that much to say about it. One thing you may want to, just a couple small things. The coyotes have a tendency to spawn like right at the bottommost corners, and I tend to not look at those too much. Make sure you look at them. The earlier you hit them, the better. Just you can frantically look around at all the corners to see where the coyotes are. If you hear the coyote howl, but you don't see one, there's a good chance they're behind this junk, and you can hit them through the junk for some reason. Through the garbage pile. Yeah, you can hit wild Mike every once in a while. One thing that's going to save you a whole bunch of time in Coyote Showdown is making sure you get the reload animation skips. Do you remember how to do those?
You just spam space a bunch, right?
Yes, exactly. Because after you hit like a certain amount of coyotes, at some point you will hear Dag say, "It ends here," and at that point he will spawn behind some of the trash cans. It's random which ones he spawns on. I typically have my aim focused on this one because I can see the most of the trash cans here, and there's a chance that I will hit it if he spawns up here. if you wait too long with hitting Dag, he will throw the trash can, and you will be able to do less damage to him.
Hmm.
You do more damage if you hit him while he's still holding the trash can, because he will drop the trash can on his head.
Yeah, I think I struggle a lot with this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy. He throws it really fast.
Yeah, I know. This one, you will just have to practice a bunch. But I said it about too much of the game already. So, um, yeah, just play this a couple of times until you at least get the fast hit a majority of the time. I think that should be
Hmm.
about doable. You're not going to hit it 100% of the time. Wasp doesn't hit it 100% of the time, and neither do I. But he does understand the spawns a little bit better than I do. He has a bunch of tips to give about this mini game that I just don't know about. So I do think you want to be ahead going into this mission, because I think Yoro is just going to be faster at it.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this is the only mission she'll be faster at.
Hey, what rank is Yoru in League? Is she like a fucking god? Is
Uh,
she a god gamer?
no, I'm pretty sure she's awful. Like, I mean, but I don't think she tries ranked too much, because the majority of the time she plays League, I think it's on stream. At that point, she's just having a chill time.
Hmm.
So, but I think she is at least out of bronze nowadays. But I think for a very long time she streamed just playing in bronze.
Hmm.
I if I had to guess, I would say she's in silver now, but I haven't paid attention to her rank too much. I would not describe her as a god gamer. I would describe her as a casual gamer.
Might same, I guess.
But we of course don't know what's gonna happen after she commits to practicing Barnyard for a while. But yeah, that was the last mission of the game, and that's the end of my notes as well. Do you at this point have any questions or things that I failed to clarify about the run?
I don't think so. You were pretty thorough.
All right, fantastic. Um, yeah, I will probably upload a probably in 2 segments the VOD to YouTube. And I will send you both the splits and my notes. Probably you won't use the notes too much. Like, the problem with it is, like, you're gonna end up using it during the run, but at that point you're getting too used to looking at the notes during the run, and it always costs time.
Yeah.
What you ideally want, if there are points where where you notice in a practice run you get confused, or you lose track of where you need to go, you should probably just edit the name of the split that you're at, because that's the thing that, like, at one glance you're gonna see where you're about in the run. And yeah, just you don't need to worry too much about splitting at the correct millisecond. By the way, just split at some point so you know where you are in the run. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this coaching session. Now I'm gonna recommend you do a run as fast as possible. I don't mind if it's online or offline.
Can I do one offline and just send you like the video?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, if you don't wanna stream your practice for now, that's absolutely fine. We all know chat is a constant distraction during speedruns, so
yeah, streaming something you're actually trying to get better at is like so stressful.
yeah. No, I get it. The main reason why I never do online or offline runs is because I feel like I cannot commit to playing a game for 3 hours without like some supervision, I guess, of
Yeah.
streaming without someone watching.
Yeah.
If you can commit to practicing, then you're absolutely fine doing it offline.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I recommend doing at least one run today, and we can do another coaching session later this week if you want to and have the time for it. So long as it's
Okay.
before Thursday. I don't think I'll be available on Thursday and Friday. But otherwise, and anytime you have any more questions, you can always shoot me a message, of course. Um, yeah, I think that will be the end of the stream for now. I wish you good luck with practice.
Thank
Um,
you.
and I am very hopeful that you will be, if you commit a little bit, you will be able to beat Yoru for sure next Saturday. I hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yoru has not published her schedule for the next week, by the way. We'll see how many days she spends streaming Barnyard.
I'm not sure about like my schedule even because it's up in the air now, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
I thought, oh, I just need maybe 2 or 3 runs. It seems like I'm gonna need a lot more of that and like a lot more than that, and like practice, like individual practice on top of that.
The
So
yeah. Yeah, I mean that's like kind of the thing. Like aside from just doing runs, you want to have practiced each major mini game at least a little bit. You want to get good
yeah,
at the biking. You want to get decent at back nine, and you want to get good at cow tipping. Those are really the most important aspects to get good at. Everything else, it's important. Sharp quarters is important, but it has a lower priority if you ask me than biking, gopher golf, and cow tipping.
yeah,
Um, yeah. You don't need to spend hours practicing each one of them. Just make sure that you sense that you've progressed and you know roughly what to do. And especially for the sharp quarters, just like look at some of the ILs to know roughly what route you're supposed to take. Just knowing the route a little bit, just very roughly, will save you a decent amount of time.
yeah.
And otherwise, it's just keep doing runs, and you will remember the route better and better and better.
Mhm.
Um, I would say try to do at least 3 runs before next Saturday. If you do any more, that's of course much better. But you don't have an infinite amount of time, and these runs they do take like 4 hours or more.
Yeah.
All right, then I think I'm gonna hang up the call here, and I hopefully hear back from you with how you're doing on the practice.
Okay.
Good luck, and
Bye bye.
I'll see you later. Bye.